is perhaps the most popular in Ekiti today. Hardly does a day pass without us hearing about endorsement of the incumbent governor. With us in the studio is Elder Kayode Oso Adeola, Chairman, Advocacy for Values, Human Sustainability and Personal Development Foundation. He will be discussing with us the spate of endorsement of Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. Elder, you're welcome to POF Television Studio.
Thank you, the anchorman. You've been doing a great job. Good afternoon.
Endorsement, endorsement, endorsement. How does it sound to you?
That is the latest word in the Ekiti political diary. And I think it's the first time we are witnessing this in the history of their state. It's simply a panic mode that the government led by Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is in presently. So it's act of desperation, act of panicking for something that is not a personal thing. Every individual in Ekiti, every adult in Ekiti is qualified with the right credentials to lead Ekiti. So endorsement that we are witnessing now is nothing but act of desperation. It's as simple as that.
Well, we can remember that from the first anniversary of the administration, the endorsement matter, emerged when the governors went for a Thanksgiving service. That is the past governors. Do you think there's anything wrong in the past governors at that very time, feeling impressed after just 1 year of the administration of Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji to say, I think we want you to continue to be there?
Those immediate past governors, I think they are entitled to whatever they do, being adults. But when it comes to the issue of Ekiti State, they are not qualified to decide who succeed Oyebanji, because we are in the democratic dispensation. It's not subject of a military fiat or what 2 or 3 past governors can decide for Ekiti. It is the generality of Ekiti, adult voters, that will determine who succeed Oyebanji, or maybe Oyebanji should continue. But you could see in that church service, we found an opposition, Governor Kayode Ojo in their midst.
Yes.
So I think it's a show of strength that we own Ekiti. That is exactly the message they passed to us in that church endorsement. But I think that doesn't hold any water, because the generality of Ekiti people will speak. This is not a military dispensation, it's a democratic dispensation, and there is norms attached to democracy, fairness, equity. So all those things will prevail. So they are entitled to their opinion, but it's not binding in any way on the Ekiti people.
But these people are regarded as leaders of their parties, leaders of political groups, and their statements, could actually impress a large population of the citizens.
Yeah, you're right. But I think with the political trajectory in Ekiti, I doubt if Ekiti will be so blind to decide who succeed Oyebanji based on what the past governors said or do. When you look at 1999 to date, those 4 governors have been one upon a time occupied the same office that Oyebanji is today.
Yes.
But how has Ekiti, as a state, fared under them? What are those legacy that Ekiti people can say, oh, we are proud of this, when they were governors at different times in Ekiti? So we are having Ekiti where youths are now coming up, where youths are more involved in politics and who occupy the #1 position in Ekiti. So this is not Ekiti of yesterday where Baba Sope or Yasope. This is Ekiti where everyone will participate in the coming campaigns, and not only participating, they will be part of the decider. They will be part of those people that will decide this is the person we want to govern us. So it's as simple as that.
But beyond these leaders, the issue of endorsement has really gone further to the civil servants. We have labor leaders, we have pensioners, we have traditional rulers. What would you say about that? Isn't that also persuasive enough?
You see, I can tell you the largest chunk of Ekiti people are tired of this same leadership that paraded themselves as leaders in Ekiti. But you can't rule out the level of poverty in Ekiti. We don't have any industry here. And most people that are in Ekiti are government patrons. So if you don't patronize the government, and there is no industries where you can say you want to do one or two things, and the government is doling out money, doing this endorsement. So you will see everybody running over one another to get their bit of the pie. And that is exactly what is happening today. So those associations, you will see them in a different uniform. I will appreciate if you can interrogate one or two of those members of those different organizations who funded those uniforms, they paraded during the endorsement. So you will still trace that to the government. So for them to attend such rally, they go home with something, maybe 10,000, 2,000, 20,000, depending on how fair their leadership is. So what you see different organizations doing is nothing but cash-induced endorsement. So they are getting their own chunk of the government legacy at the time now. So it's as simple as that.
Elder Kayode Ojo, you are a member of the APC. Now, the 3 senatorial districts in Ekiti State have at different times endorsed. Their leaderships have come out to say, we want Biodun Abayomi to be the consensus candidate of our party. Where else is the authority beyond these senatorial leaderships?
You see, one thing that is obvious in Ekiti political space is selfishness. You see, those senators, their election will come after the gubernatorial election in 2026. And to a large extent, whoever becomes the governor in 2026 will determine who gets this, who gets that. So presently, they have to play the ball with the governor, creating the impression that we are loyal to you, because politics is dicey. So they are doing that to protect their maybe senatorial slot or House of Reps slot. So it's a kind of paying allegiance to the governor in power. But that does not determine what happens in the background. So, the politics of I don't want this governor to see me as not loyal to him is what is prevailing in Ekiti today. But beyond that, real politics is playing out. If not because I'm more of a camaraderie than a politician, I will have also gotten my time to endorse Oyebanji because I know some cash will come in. But I won't do that because of my integrity. Whatever I believe in, I put all of my energy into that thing. And that is why I can't pretend when I know I'm not sincerely with this man. So what you see in the open is more of a pretense. Let me do this so that this man will not be terrorizing me. So beyond this open endorsement, the real politics is going on underneath. And it will unfold as time goes on.
People of the fountain.